Happens in the third one here at the Pete. Vincentian wearing the home whites as the 1 seed. Nazareth Prep wearing the green. Tip goes to Vincentian and right down the hole right away. Alex Griggs with the first bucket of the ball game, just 2 seconds in.
Can't really ask for a better start there if you're Vincentian Academy, going right to the hole and putting it in.
Coming across the timeline, Eugene Goodwine. 2-3 zone defense being deployed by Vincentian. Deep three, left wing. It's going to rattle home just like that. Trey Harvey shot very well in the semifinal game. He gives Nazareth Prep the early lead. Quickly coming the other way. Freshman McDonough gets trapped down low. He's going to work it down low to Reeves. Shot up, and it rattles home.
Looks like we're going to get a fast-paced game here tonight if the first 30 seconds or so are any indication.
Outside shooting will be the key. Nazareth Prep in their first round win, a come-from-behind win against Union. Did not shoot well from beyond the arc, just 2 of 10. However, against Cornell, 6 of 12 from beyond the arc. And now the third section opponent to be faced in the playoffs is Maley. Gets the ball down low, backing in is Taylor, and he puts it up and in. Both teams 2 for 2 to start the game from the field. Coming the other way. Cullo passes on that 3. He'll work it back out. Embleton, transfer into Vincentian this year. Over to the freshman, now back setting up the offense. Matt McDonough, brother Zach, our player of the game in the 1A championship last year. And now Matt as the freshman, up under, nice move. Ethan Embleton getting on the scoreboard. 5 buckets for 5 different players here to start the game.
Just a lot of exciting basketball to get things underway early, and we know we're going to get a fast-paced game. Neither of these teams are looking to slow the other down, trying not to jinx it here as things start to slow down just a little bit.
Harvey with possession. 1,000-point score. Interesting story on how he reached the 1,000-point mark. We'll get to that later on in the broadcast. Eugene Goodwine will now go and set up the offense. Coach Nehemiah Brazil currently sitting on the bench barking out the orders. Ball worked around the perimeter. Ball goes to the corner. Tip there. Good hands to get it back, though. Harvey drives into the lane. Little mid-range jumper is good. He's got 5. Lead back over to Nazareth Prep. Little full court pressure here put on. Able to get across the timeline is McDonough. Little floater in the lane, rejected away. Jabriel Johnson, 6'5", and he's able to take it away from McDonough. Harvey now coming the other way, swings it around. Goodwine, deep 3, misses everything. Good save by Harvey under the basket. Back to Eugene Goodwine. He drives into the lane, rattles around, no good. And defensive rebound there for Embleton. Quickly in transition, Vincentian comes. Cullo back to Embleton for 3. Rattling, no good. Harvey gets the rebound. So after a fast start for both teams, now the rim's not so nice.
Yeah, they're starting to make a couple of shots. Embleton taking a rare 3-point shot there. Usually a guy that Vincentian likes to feed underneath, but taking a crack at it there, but to no avail.
Nazareth Prep, the 3 seed, fell both times in the regular season. Drive in for Ismaili. His floater won't fall. Backside rebound. Shot up again. May have been partially blocked there by Reeves. And we're going to have a foul on the rebound as Embleton is going to be fouled. It looks like Ismaili will pick up that first personal. Triggerman will be McDonough. Full court pressure being put on by the Saints. Like to work in transition. Good job to break it. Cullo on the left wing. He puts one up in the air, no good. Good offensive rebound, McDonough, but he's rejected again. Ball goes out of bounds. Possession will stay with Vincentian. 4:30 remaining here in the first quarter.
That was a good rejection right on the play. All clean, all ball, no contact with the body. Excellent defense by Nazareth Prep.
Cullo on the wing. He had 15 points in the first matchup between these two schools. That was the 5-point victory for Vincentian. He passes on the shot here, drives into the lane, no good. But he got undercut on the way in. 2 free throws coming for the 5'8" junior, Nate Cullo. I think they're going to see that left hand getting on the hip there against Jabril Johnson for his first personal foul.
Johnson making just a little bit too much contact with the body there and not getting the hands up in time, and that'll result in the foul every time.
So Cullo to shoot 2. First one is true. Remember the path here for Nazareth Prep featuring 2 teams from Section 1 defeating Union by 10. And then Cornell by 14 in the second round as Cullo makes his second. Vincentian Academy, the 1 seed, defeated Leechburg and Monessen on their path to the Pete. Vincentian back up by 1, already our 5th lead change here in this contest. Goodwine on the wing, being guarded by Angelo Reeves, one of 2 returning starters from last year's championship team, and that ball stolen away there by Cullo. Cullo looks to start the break. Nice Euro step, bounce off the back of the rim, though can't get it to fall. Ismaili with the rebound. Quickly coming the other way. Pass down low, and Harvey tried to find Taylor. Taylor wasn't ready for it. Good job tracking it down. Reeves with the block. No, they're going to get a personal on that shot. It's going to be 2 free throws coming up for Will Taylor and a chance for Nazareth to take back the lead. Neither team has had a lead by more than 2 points, and that was just the first bucket of the game.
Nope, just very back and forth, and we'll see it all night. They were back and forth in the first 2 matchups, and we can pretty much see that we're going to get the same thing in a matchup number 3.
First free throw rattling around and finds its way home. Remember, we mentioned shooting from beyond the arc for Nazareth Prep. What a difference it was. 2 of 10 in the quarterfinals, 6 of 12 in the semis. How about free throws? They were 7 of 13 against Union, though were able to pull out the victory. Much better percentage, 77% actually, in the semifinal win. This shot comes up short, so Taylor splits the pair. We're tied at 8. Pass down low. Good save there from Reeves. A Euro step in for Griggs. He'll kick it out. Cullo will try again from 3 from the wing. No good. Embleton, the backside rebound. Pass it down low. McDonough, good position. He can't get it to fall. Just right now a rim over the basket for both these teams from the field.
And the ongoing issue is going to be try to contain Angelo Reeves on the Vincentian side, and Nazareth Prep clearly zeroing in on him in the early going.
2 points here in the first 5 minutes for Reeves. He had 25 in their first game, part of a triple-double. 3-pointer from the corner for Trey. It's no good. Harvey's miss corralled by Reeves. Reeves and Griggs, 2 sophomores who started a year ago on the championship team. Cullo gets it down to Reeves. Drop step in, and he's going to lose possession of it. Good job, good hands, Johnson, to knock it away. Nazareth Prep in possession. Down to 2:30 remaining in the first quarter. Johnson, he'll kick it back out. Extra pass around the perimeter. Harvey for 3, short again. This time Johnson with the putback up and in. Good power move there, Mitch.
Excellent play there by Johnston. And he just drove the paint, got the rebound, and was able to stuff it home.
Played with foul trouble in that semifinal game, did Jabril Johnson. Drive in. Shot, scoop shot, no good. Another big, strong rebound for the 6'5 junior, Jabril Johnson. Goodwine on the wing, working the perimeter. Another pass to the corner. Ismaili for 3. He's got it. Ismaili, who had 20 in the semis, he's got his first 3 there. Biggest lead of the night, 13-8 for Nazareth Prep.
And that's the kind of advantage Naz Prep needs to try to establish early on, get a pretty big lead over Vincentian and try to hold on.
We'll drive in here, and we're going to get a foul called. Cullo will go back to the line. If that's on Johnson, that's his second. Expect to see Jaden Gales check in. As again, Johnson getting in some early foul trouble for Nazareth Prep.
And you saw him making contact with the hand on the way up on that last replay. Clearly a foul, and that'll send Vincentian to the line.
Cullo now 3 for 3 from the charity stripe. We will see Jaden Gales had a great second half of the game in the semis against Cornell. 12 points all coming in the second half. Again, in time when Jabril Johnson was on the bench. Back iron on the second free throw attempt, but an extended possession as McDonough gets the offensive rebound. Pass down low. Adam Banzi just checked in. Drive into the lane. We have a traveling violation against Embleton. He could have called a tie-up, could have called a travel, could have called lots of things. It's a turnover either way against Vincentian. Good active hands there. That was Ismaili able to knock it away.
And Embleton just kind of losing the handle on it a little bit and allowing it to be a little bit ripped from his hands.
Goodwine going on the backdoor slam onto you, Trey Harvey. And he's going to get teed up. They're going to say that he hung on the rim.
And we'll see what unfolds on this replay here, but it's not allowed, but obviously it needs to be checked out how long he hung there, and that's a little bit marginal, but big game situation. Here's another shot of it from a different angle.
Beautiful backdoor cut. They left him alone, and I think what the official sees, not even that he hung, it kind of looked like he almost did a chin up from that angle right there. The other angle from the reverse side looked like it was all just natural swinging, but nonetheless, the officials award a technical foul that also goes down as a personal foul against Trey Harvey. Both technical free throws are good for Nate Cullo. He's got 5 points already, and all from the free throw line. Now less than a minute to play in the first quarter. It looked like it could have been a big momentum. That technical foul kind of calms things down a little bit, Mitch.
It does. And credit to Vincention, when somebody commits a technical foul, you got to do your best to take advantage of it and hit those free throws, and Cullo made sure he hit both of them.
Drive here down the lane for Cullo. This time it's going to be blocked, trying to save it out of bounds, and they're going to say on the end line there was Banzi. So possession will go over to Nazareth Prep.
It seems as though Naz Prep is in control of this game early on, but they're going to need to establish a lead of sorts to try to get a leg up on Vincention, because Vincention has shown the ability over the course of the year to come back against Naz Prep, especially in the late going, third quarter, second half.
Driving into the lane here and pickpocketed there. Good hands for Banzi, leading the transition out the other way. Left-handed layup, no good. On the way up was Griggs. It looked like he may have gone in the stanchions behind a little awkwardly, though he seems to be okay as he gets up. Possession will stay with Vincention, down to 17 seconds remaining.
And we'll see if they decide to hold for a final shot. Not a extremely low amount of time left. Still 17 seconds, but if Vincention chooses to hold, they could.
Angelo Reeves checked back in. Play went right to him. No good. How about that read by Cullo on the outlet pass to steal away? He can't get the layup to fall. And now we're going to have a foul called against Cullo as well on the play. And Coach Brazil is a little bit frustrated after his player got teed up for hanging on the rim. He wanted something called for Cullo's little extracurriculars after here, where he slammed the ball down on the court in frustration.
I always say basketball is one of the hardest sports to call, and in a big game like this, the microscope is on.
Time running down. Tip play here for Harvey, and we're going to have a big collision near midcourt, out of bounds. They're going to say that Griggs was the last to touch it for Vincention. 0.5 of a second officially on the clock. Nazareth Prep to inbound. It's going to be Goodwine to inbound. And they're going to be chucked up from half court at the buzzer. And it's going to fall well short, and that's how the first quarter will come to an end. Nazareth Prep leads by 4, 15-11. You're watching the Class 1A Boys WPIAL Championships here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
If debt and bankruptcy is something you're dealing with, Dennis Spira Law Office is here for you. Bankruptcy experts, consumer credit, and debt experts, helping people get a fresh start. Stop foreclosure or repossession, end or reduce credit card debts, or resolve tax problems. Dennis Spira Law Office is open Monday through Friday. Information to reach them can be found on DennisSpira.com. That's Dennis, SPYRA.com. Dennis Spira Law Office, a professional approach to debt solutions. You don't have to live in fear of creditors.
Hungry? Fill up your belly. Come to Charlie's Philly Steaks and try the pepperoni steak sandwich. And while you're at it, why not add a delicious cheese and bacon gourmet fry? Visit Charlie's in the food court. Open until 9 p.m.
If you want to do your part for a healthy environment and recycling, then consider Environmental Coordination Services and Recycling. ECS&R assists with recycling health and safety for commercial, residential, and academic sectors. This includes consulting for hazardous waste management, environmental health and safety training, industrial cleaning, and chemical and electronic recycling. They serve Western Pennsylvania, Eastern Ohio, and West Virginia. There's a ton of great information about using their environmental services and knowledge at ecsr.net.
Back in the Trib Live High School Sports Network, a quick drive in immediately, just like the first quarter started. Second quarter begins with a quick bucket. This time Trey Harvey for the two. Biggest lead of the night at 6 points right now for Nazareth Prep.
And Harvey's been the key to the success so far for Naz Prep.
Embleton's three-pointer no good here. Trying to corral the rebound was Reeves. It'll be knocked out of bounds off of a Naz Prep player. Possession will stay with the Royals. We'll see what Coach Tyree, adjustment-wise, has made with his defending champion Royals. Find themselves trailing after one. Cullo will trigger. Comes near side. For the return pass, nothing there. Good help defense for the Saints. Here in the early second quarter, Trey Harvey leading all scorers with 9 for Nazareth Prep. Pass down low is going to be intercepted, and then a foul is going to be called against Embleton as he went for the loose ball.
Yeah, and Embleton, an extremely physical presence there on the floor, and you see him getting a little bit too aggressive there while trying to fetch up the rebound, and Embleton gets hit with the foul.
Going to third team foul against the Royals. 4 on the other side for Nazareth Prep, including that technical foul on Trey Harvey on the alley-oop. The 6-point lead for Naz. Goodwine swings it over. That's Ismaili. He skips the pass to Harvey in the corner. He drains the three. Trey Harvey, money from downtown. He's got 12.
And you can't leave him that wide open like Vincention did on that shot. He was wide open as a travel is called there on Vincention. And right now they're reeling a little bit with a 5-0 start to this second quarter for Naz.
And I think even James Harden may have gotten called for that travel. He took the extra little double step Harden style. Didn't even realize that he did it to the freshman McDonough, but that's turnover number 3 now against Vincention. Naz Prep 5-0 run to start this second quarter. Drive in for Goodwine. He stops, pops it out. Another deep shot, and man, is he feeling it now. Foot on the line for that one, but Trey Harvey puts it down. He's got 14 of the Saints' 22 points. Doubling up the Royals. Embleton trapped in the corner. Going to try to get it down low, but the pass going to be deflected by Gales. We're going to have another reach-in call immediately after the turnover on Embleton. 2 quick fouls on the 6'6 junior, Ethan Embleton.
And if Naz Prep goes down and scores here, you may want to think about a timeout if you're Vincention Academy, just to give your guys a breather and hit the reset button, because Naz Prep has very much controlled the first 2 minutes of the second quarter.
Quick drive in the lane, pass to Gales down low. Can't get it to fall. Reeves gets the rebound. I want to check that last foul. It was on Embleton. It was on Reeves. That's his second. But Angelo Reeves staying in the ball game with those 2 personals. Cullo swings it over to Griggs. Those 2 playing catch near the perimeter against this zone defense. Very active zone defense for the Saints. Adam Banzi just checked back in. Over to Cullo. He gets into the lane. Banzi, he's going to put it up. Nice hook shot to left hand. No good. Tip ball back to Banzi. This time he gets it to go. Banzi's first points of the night. Stops the bleeding momentarily, as it was a 7-0 run for Naz Prep to start the second quarter. Nazareth Prep in no rush to get anything going offensively. Will Taylor there hands it back out to Goodwine. He drives, hands it over to Taylor on the screen and roll. Good pump fake, no good, and Reeves just picked up his third.
Oh, man, and that is not the guy that Vincentian Academy wants to be in foul trouble right now. And you see Reeves guarding with the left hand. It seems to be the hand that was guilty of causing that foul. And not only will it result in 2 foul shots, it takes the best player out of the game for Vincentian.
So Will Taylor will go to the line, misses on his first of 2 free throws. I'll tell you what, too. You can see on that replay, he brings the arm downward. Even if you get all ball contact, the refs are going to call that more often than not.
It's just the angle that you have with your hand in a downward motion. I agree with that completely. And that'll get you the call almost every time.
Camera crew all over it with that motion. 0 for 2 from the line, though. There is Taylor. Now we'll see what Vincentian can do offensively with Reeves on the bench. Nice pass there from Banzi, but the shot blocked out of bounds. Michael Schneider this time rejected by Jabril Johnson, who he's back in there with his 2 fouls.
All clean, all ball. Excellent defensive play there, and it'll keep Vincentian trying to put it in on the bucket.
Deep 3 for Cullo. Can't get it to go. Ball's going to be batted out of bounds. Last touched by the Royals. Possession will go over to Nazareth Prep. Currently leading by 9 and outscoring in this quarter 7-2 over the Royals. Coach Nehemiah Brazil, all 3 years with the program. Nazareth Prep, formerly known as Holy Family Academy before this year, have their first playoff victory this season with the first round bye and first trip to the Pete, hoping to make history with their first WPIAL championship in school history. Taylor at the high post gives it back over to Harvey, and we're going to have a 3-second violation as Taylor never left the paint on that high post.
And the part of the mentality right now for Naz Prep may just be, listen, we're up against a team that's trying to win its 4th title in the last decade, and they beat us twice, nothing to lose.
Embleton's going to drive in and pick up, or draw the foul, I should say, as Jabril Johnson thought he was in position and stood straight up, but the officials say otherwise. Now that's 3 on Johnson.
Well, Embleton is going to be at the center of a possible push from Vincentian at the end of this half, because Angelo Reeves is almost certainly done for the remaining 4 minutes of this half with 3 fouls, and that's the guy they need for the second.
Embleton makes his first of 2. Right now, 6 of 7 from the line is Vincentian. On the other side, Nazareth Prep 1 of 4 from the charity stripe. Embleton, 6'6" junior, back iron on his second attempt. Rebound deflected over to Naz Prep. So splitting a pair there was Embleton. He's got 3. Lead down to 8 for the Saints. Eugene Goodwine again running the show. Vincentian staying in their zone defense, handing it over to Harvey. Goes to the corner. Hesitation there, back to Harvey. Works it around. That's Nehemiah Brazil III, coach's son, who just checked in. Back now, top of the key. Harvey almost loses possession there. Will back it up, look to start another play for the Saints.
Way more comfortable waiting for that shot rather than being too aggressive up 8.
Like the patience you're seeing, the discipline from a third-year program team and first time playing at the Pete. Brazil, he swings it back up. Good hands there from Goodwine to prevent the over and back. Already almost a minute, over a minute now on this lone possession. Brazil, deep 3 from the wing. Back iron, no good, and Embleton will grab the rebound.
And the backside of trying to wait as long as possible is maybe you lose a little bit of rhythm and can't lose that momentum that you established earlier in the game.
McDonough now running the point. The freshman worked his way into the starting lineup over the course of the season for Coach Tyree. Cullo into the lane, can't get the floater to go. Ball on the floor. Gales had it momentarily. Embleton on the floor. Good hustle play. Back towards midcourt. McDonough now with it. He'll step into the 3, and he can't get it to go.
A lot of action there. Heck of a play by Embleton, keeping that ball in the offensive zone, but unfortunately it doesn't result in a Vincentian point.
A little chaos. We're going to have a timeout called by Nazareth Prep. Keep it right here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Remind you that this game and the broadcast rights to this game are the sole and exclusive property of the WPIAL and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Any use of this broadcast is intended exclusively for the benefit of the listening audience. And any use, broadcast, or distribution of this broadcast without the express written consent of the WPIAL and Trib Total Media is strictly prohibited. I'm James Dotson alongside Mitch Montani. Nazareth Prep trailed 2-0. Back and forth throughout the first 4 or 5 minutes here, Mitch, but then a big run to start the second quarter especially. And they've just really been in control since about that 4-minute mark of the first quarter, really distributing the wealth. But Trey Harvey with 14 points leading all scorers here tonight.
Yeah, and it was boom, boom, boom in the first couple minutes, as you just mentioned. Both of these two teams back and forth. But you are correct. For about the last 10 minutes of clock time, it's been all Naz Prep. But the thing I don't like out of Naz Prep right now is they're becoming a little bit relaxed, I guess would be the best way to put it. You don't want to get too relaxed too early. There are still a little over 18 minutes left to play in this game in full, with 2 8-minute quarters coming up in the second half. So you don't want to get too relaxed, even though you have a somewhat comfortable 8-point lead and you've controlled the majority of the game. You don't want that aggression to come out of you, especially when the best player for Vincention is currently sidelined with 3 fouls in Angelo Reeves.
Jabril Johnson with 3 fouls the other way for Nazareth Prep. As we approach the 2-minute mark of the first quarter, Saints with possession after they took that full timeout. Still holding the 8-point lead. They've been off the board for a while, and a turnover here as Cullo knocked it away from Eugene Goodwine. It was last to touch Goodwine out of bounds. 3 turnovers apiece now for both the Saints and the Royals. In the backcourt, McDonough gives it to Cullo. He looks to drive baseline with some contact, no good, and a good job from Gales to track it down, keep it in bounds for the Saints.
And an excellent play by Gales there. He pretty much saved the play, as he was the last to touch it, but made sure he kept his foot off the baseline and kept things in play.
Goodwine wanted the ball on the right wing for the 3. Instead, he'll hand it over to Harvey for a deep 3. He can't get it to go. Gales with the offensive rebound, but it's stripped away by Griggs. Griggs now looking to start the break. Swings it over. McDonough for 3. Still can't get it to go. No 3-pointers for Vincention here in the first half. Quickly coming the other way. Harvey again for 3. This time it's nothing but net. He's got 17 of Nazareth Prep's 25 points. Cullo the other way into the lane. Shot no good. Lost his footing on the way up. Brazil coming the other way. He'll get it over to the corner. Goodwine for 3. It's good. Timeout. Vincention. Naz Prep their biggest lead of the night by 14, 28-14. The Saints lead. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here at hssn.triblive.com. Shooting. Unbelievable. They're getting the good shots. They're not forcing up bad ones. And the 3-point shooting percentage is just through the roof right now, Mitch.
They are, and they're picking their spots extremely well. When they know when that 3 ball is open, like it has been the last couple of times down the court. They've set it up perfectly and took their time, threw up a perfect shot, and that's exactly what Naz Prep has done, especially in this second half, to go on a 13-3 run in this second half and have a 14-point lead.
That's Mitch Montani. I'm James Dotson. Less than a minute to play in the second quarter. Right now, Vincention only 3 points in the entire frame. Full court pressure being put on by Nazareth Prep just to slow down Vincention. Again, playing without their top scorer in Angelo Reeves with 3 fouls. Drive in here for Griggs. Nice pass down low for the easy lay-in. That's Banzi for 2. He's got 4 points now in the contest. Stops the bleeding momentarily. 20 seconds left as Nazareth crosses the timeline. See if they'll wait for the last shot. Harvey, though, gets around his defender, goes into the air, and he's going to get a charge called against him as Embleton was waiting, and he'll pick up the offensive foul for his second.
And an excellent defensive play there by Embleton, standing straight up. It's exactly what you got to do when you want to get the charge foul, and textbook by Embleton there makes it happen, and it'll be Vincention ball. And maybe they'll have the option to hold for the last shot.
Now they bring Reeves back in with those 3 fouls with just 13 seconds on the clock. Embleton swings over to Cullo across the timeline. Looks to drive. May got away with a carry on that one. His pass, though, is deflected and intercepted. Getting across the timeline, trying to get one up at the buzzer, and they're not going to get it off in time, are the Saints. But an incredible first half for Nazareth Prep, looking for their first championship in school history. They lead at the break 28-16 over the defending champion, Vincentian Academy Royals. An incredible start for the team in green. And right now we're going to send it down courtside. Kyle Dawson with Nazareth Prep coach DMI Brazil.
3 tons of paper. Learn more at peoples-gas.com/ebill. Peoples, making your life better.
11-5. Yeah, it's on. Yeah.
Talk a little bit about the effort of Trey Harvey in that first half.
He's playing lights out right now. Hopefully he can give us a second half the way the first half went.
James, Mitch, back to you.
Thank you, Kyle. Thank you, Coach Brazil. His team up 28-16 at the half. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in a moment. It's the Class 1A Boys Basketball Championships, exclusively here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Stan's Transmission, specializing in transmission maintenance and repair on any make and all models. Engine and differential rebuilding, inspections, emissions, towing, tire, and brake repairs. All transmission rebuilds are guaranteed at 24 months and 24,000 miles, or at 3 years and 100,000 miles. 62 years of experience. They honor all aftermarket warranties. Stan's Transmission is open Monday through Saturday, located in North Versailles. Stan's Transmission. We're with you every mile.
With Z-Bart, it's us or rust since 1959. Z-Shield paint protection, Z-Gloss paint coating, Aquapel rain repellent, auto detailing, window tinting, rust protection, truck accessories, remote starters, and auto glass replacement. Z-Bart, located in McKeesport, is there for all matters of protecting the look and accessories to your vehicle. Learn more about the products at zbart.com, spelled ZIEBART.com.
What can you expect at Seton Hill University?
An opportunity to transform the future.
A leader in innovative and mobile technology.
A personalized education tailored for your interests and your goals.
A welcoming community.
A big step up to your dream career.
As a nationally recognized Catholic liberal arts university, Seton Hill pushes your education, your abilities, and your career to a higher level. Seton Hill University. This way up for progress, possibility, and a brighter future.
Excella Health wants to know, how can we help you today?